I knew it. Something told me he was going to manage to do that somehow. Enjoying my reactions, but you don't feel like waiting a week for the next upload? That's cool, because I got you covered. Chances are, by the time you watch this show on YouTube, I'll already have the full seasons available over on Patreon in their complete unedited glory. All you gotta do is become a tier 2 patron. And if you just so happen to be a viewer who wants to request things from me, such as movies and shows, then you can take your loyalty even further by becoming a tier 3 patron. The ball is in your court, and I'm completely at your service. So take advantage of these opportunities now.
Yo, what's going on, you guys? This is your boy RBG, aka the Random Black Gamer, here with me, myself, and I on the ones and twos, and this is We Ain't Seen the Reactions, the place where I react to everything I ain't never seen. And if you read by the title, then you already know what time it is. It's time to put those keys in ignition and go full throttle for some more Initial D reaction. Had a bit of a mustache hair kind of creeping under my nose. But yeah, man, the last time we left off, we saw the 8-6 accept a challenge by way of the Night Kids leader, Takeshi Nakazato, but it wasn't an official acceptance by way of the actual owner of the 8-6, which is my man Takumi. It was an acceptance from his little stupid friend who loves to run his mouth, Itsuki. Yeah, Itsuki being the brain dead idiot who just wants to be the fit-in person. He doesn't want to be the third wheel. He thought he would take it upon himself to actually make himself look better, talking to this Night Kid guy. And he was like, yeah, I'm a part of the Speed Stars. I'm one of the top racers up in the group. But my homie is the one that drives the 8-6. And he would gladly accept the challenge. So, now, now that he's actually put Takumi in this bad situation, which isn't necessarily bad, but Takumi just sees it as a burden because he doesn't really enjoy racing, and we see that littered throughout the story where it's vividly clear that it's like he is good at what he does, but what he does isn't really entertaining to him because he's only learned all these skill sets by way of delivering tofu to all the different customers that his dad has. So he doesn't really want to partake in this challenge or this race, and now Itsuki is left looking like the dumbass. Meanwhile, you have Kisuke actually trying to talk Takumi into taking this challenge too, because he's like, hey bro, you are skilled for a reason. You have to love racing, But Takumi's like, no, I actually hate racing. I don't really like it at all, And he's like, bro, where is the fucking passion? Where is your drive? Why do you act so unenthused, man? And I really love that because once again, man, that actually lends itself to the whole idea that in essence, Takumi is the embodiment of my man Keiichi Tsuchiya, because Keiichi Tsuchiya, as much as he gets all these accolades and he's known as the Drift King and the guy that's actually made drifting so popular in the world, he would always say that, hey, I never really cared to revolutionize the sport. I just did it because it was fun. Not necessarily the same kind of ideologies that they have, but I just love how people try to make something out of it that it's not. That, oh, this is a passionate guy. He has to love what he does. I just do it because, I like to be the best Uber driver ever, or it's fun. So, we thought that he wasn't going to make it to the race because he does get persuaded to do this by way of the boss playing a little bit of reverse psychology, saying, hey, do you really want to go up against that R32? It's pretty fast, you might lose, and you know how kids are. They have a devil-may-care attitude. They're gonna do things that you say not to do, so he takes the challenge, but he has to wait for his dad to come, which he ultimately does, and he gets to make a dramatic entrance as soon as my man Itsuki is about to give that embarrassing apology. But I guess we're gonna see how this goes, man. I'm pretty sure he's gonna beat this damn car. Like, it's a four-wheel drive vehicle now, but this is a drifting competition. So without further ado, let's go ahead and see how this match goes. This is going to be episode 9, which is titled Battle to the Limit. Let's burn some rubber. Kept you waiting, huh?
You my nigga. I love you, man. Really? Well, you were sorely mistaken. Shit, I was waiting on you at the door, bro. Say less, let's get it. I forgot this nigga's he's amongst all these youngsters. Hmm. Gentlemen, start your engines. Rev them up. Okay. Each. Get that shit. Yeah, it always starts that way, doesn't it? So he's gonna give you that straight shot, but once you get into those curves, really. What is he gonna do? Just like spectate from the back and see? Wow, this is hilarious. I wasn't expecting this. He's trying to test you, bro. He's trying to see what you got. A battle, really. Yeah. Alright, a check his ass can't cash out at all, man. That check might bounce. Oh, you want to test out that drifting, huh? You want to see if the hype is real with this guy. I hope he doesn't end up burning the fucking car out, though. He's close. Alright, so he's getting a chode from this shit. He's not full-on boner, but he's more half-staff, if you know what I mean. He really think he got this shit in the bag. And once the New Balances get to twisting and doing all kinds of shit, you know it's over. Oh yeah, the settings are different. Yeah, you're gonna have to be forced to change up your style. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, my heart would be racing too fast, just hitting all those fucking sharp turns and coming close to hitting the rail like that. This man is a fucking maniac behind the wheel, yo. He is. He's crazy. He's a madman. Hey, I give it to my boy, though. He's hyper-focused right now. He's giving it his all. Alright guys, let's take a quick pause for the cause and talk about what we've been seeing so far. Yeah, so Nakazato, man. This dude, he is determined not only to win, but also actually push the limits of his vehicle and test out the 8.6. He really wants to see what all the hype is all about, because so many people are talking about my man like he's one of the greatest things since sliced bread, especially when it comes to Mount Akina and drifting and stuff like that. Like I said, guys, I feel like this dude is being heavily reliant on the actual car as opposed to his own skill, because that was one of the driving forces behind him getting the vehicle, because he got beat by the same vehicle and he ended up actually upgrading his to that, you know. I think this is going to be a close one, though, because, like, I don't know, he's somewhat skilled. I'll give it to him. He knows how to drift and stuff, you know, but all the cars have an edge is like because they get that straight shot, you know, which allows them to, you know, get a little bit of distance on the 8.6 before we start hitting those sexy curves of Mount Akina. I don't know how my man Takumi is gonna adjust to these new settings that his dad has been putting in place for him. Like for whatever reason, when he tries to accelerate even harder, the engine thing starts to, you know, chime in and stuff. So maybe this is just a way for him to sharpen his skills even further, you know. I strongly believe that Bunta has been training my man Takumi for this very day. You know, he knew that his son was going to become a racer because he was a racer when he was younger. So why wouldn't he put his son through the same things? I feel like, you know, he's living vicariously through Takumi, but hey, what are you going to do, man? I also like that Ryosuke, you know, like we get a chance to see him and his brother Keisuke actually, you know, follow right behind them. It shows that, yeah, Ryosuke, he's a very talented driver too, just like his brother, who is similar to Takumi in every way. But anyways, let's go ahead and see how my boy Takumi is gonna get out of that fucking second place spot and into the first spot. Here we go. Time to get spooky on your ass. Like, this ain't a racing simulation, this is a horror film, bitch. And I'm the slasher. He do, but he back it up though. Yeah, my nigga just don't be talking shit for no reason. Exactly. He doesn't overcompensate with all that power though. I mean, I'm just an analyzer here, bro. You just don't want him to lose because he beat you. Yep. It's gonna be a downhill jam session in a minute. Oh wow, his teeth are showing. Oh, that's what you're gonna fuck up though. Once you reduce that speed, it's over, bro. Bro, it don't matter about the machine. The art emblem. He talking about all the different features now. Shit. Are you trying to sell me the car, or are you trying to win this race? Uh-huh. What are are you gonna do now? Oh, he's getting closer. Uh-oh. You can tell it's getting intense because the outlines of the characters are starting to get thicker. Yeah. All this time you thought you were just racing this old dusty hatchback and he's gaining on you. This obsolete looking model. No, don't act like you was just playing in the beginning. Yeah, but like I say, skill, man. Nakazato, he ain't gonna be familiar with all these curves. Yeah, that's a heavy car. Where they going? Why does he look so derpy from the side like that, bro? He's like, look at them RPMs going up. Starting to break a sweat now, ain't you? Uh-oh, he's gaining on you. Gareredo. He got something up there loose. Look at you. You learn something new every day, man. Oh, you got Japanese Beyonce on this shit. You gotta have an appreciation for the English. Burn it up for you. You damn right he is. Tougher than an old pair of snakeskin boots. I mean, you just built different, bro. He's built to last. You know how many times I've raced on these CG streets? Bro, all that front wheel drive catalytic converter talk, that shit don't mean nothing. Burning up for you. Alright. This is almost like his finishing technique. But guys, that was episode 9, Battle to the Limits. Whew, what an intense battle. Yeah, as suspected, it's coming down to the wire. It's very close. So close you can cut it with a spark, like I said. The plot thickens. Nakazato, I will say, even though he's dealing with this fucking heavy car that has a lot of power, he is actually doing a lot with it. You know what I'm saying? It's like he has so many tricks of the trades. He knows when to reduce his speed and stuff like that and kind of rely on the momentum of the vehicle. But at the same time, Takumi, he's him. We already know Takumi, this is light work to him, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like he's learning as he goes, and he's developing a thrill for this. He's actually developing passion and love for the sport of racing, you know what I'm saying? Because, like I say, this dude, he usually just blows off everything. He only wants to do stuff for his own personal gain, but it seems like he's actually developing that love for the sport of racing. And now, you know, it kind of makes me wonder. I know he is very much used to Mount Akina because he's driven on this thing for years and years. But that kind of makes me wonder, like, is it because of that? Or, you know, like, is he going to have that same skill when he, you know, races on other things, you know, as his friends have suggested? It's like, maybe this is just all, you know, luck because of the familiarity. You know, reconnaissance goes a long way. When you look at a place and you know it up and down, it makes it easier to navigate. But what about all those uncharted terrains that he has yet to touch? So yeah, like I say, man, I really love that my man Ryosuke decided to jump in this race, man. Like, I really dig that, because now he gets a chance to see firsthand how skilled my man Takumi is, you know, like, study him, analyze certain movements, so that way he can have all this knowledge at his fingertips once he gets behind the wheel and races Takumi for himself. So it's very interesting, man. But anyways, I don't want to waste any time. If I were to rate this one, I would give it a high A+. Very interesting. I love the song choices up in this too, man. Burning Up For You, that's a bop right there. I gotta download the soundtrack to this shit, man. But anyways, I'm not gonna waste any more time. Let's go ahead and jump into this next episode, which is titled The 5 Consecutive Hairpins. So it's gonna be hairpin pandemonium. Not pandemonium, but pandemonium. Let's get it. What? Oh, what are you gonna do, bro? This is my specialty, man. I'm like Chef Boyardee when it comes to this shit. Are you gonna reduce your speed? Because I sure am not. Yep. He'd be, yeah. He'd be dumb not to try to keep that tight space, because you're gonna give him a chance to close in. Oh, he's drifting around. He's gonna drift past him from the outside. I like the way you think, bro. You think I won't come in on the outer rims, nigga? I love it. No, he ain't gonna crash out. I do this. Let me go ahead and give y'all a little taste sample of my dirt. Really thought you was gonna keep me out? Yep.
Hey, you're gonna have to cover one of them. Which one is it gonna be? If you want to try to cover that inside, go ahead and try to cover that out. I like how he comes in almost as if he's gonna crash into his bumper, but he just starts to drift on that outside. Hey, Ultra Instinct Drift. It's at that moment Nakazato realized that he fucked up. He's gone. Yeah. He sees the... Yes. Oh my god, this guy is crazy. Is this man... Boy. Well, he did get on the inside. Oh shit! Oh, he's gonna lose control. It's over. Put a wrap on it. That's a breakfast burrito, son. Man, you fucking up Ryosuke. It's in my heartbeat, baby. Profound sadness. How does my ass taste? Boy, messed up his paint job and all. Mind's blown. Boy. No. Exactly. I was like, just give it to my man. Just give me the rings, bitch. I got skills. Just taking it in, Pops. I got a good W for today. You know, this 8-6 started to look very sexy to me. What you do to the settings, Pops? I wish he would kind of slow it down on the smoking, man. This guy's going to have cancer before season 2 starts. My God. Better play that. Initiality. Alright, guys, let's take a quick pause for the cause. So, yeah, man. This show is all about the different techniques. Like, whenever I'm watching these cars, I often forget that they are vehicles, as they feel like characters in a sense. I feel like I'm watching a battle shonen at times because, you know, when drifting is pretty self-explanatory. A car hits these tight turns and does these amazing feats without completely going out of control and derailing. But there are so many ins and outs to these epic challenges and stuff.
The way my man I always forget this fucker's name. Takashi. I know that's his first name. My nigga Takashi. He thought he was really gonna keep my boy Takumi from coming in on that inside, because that's how he's gonna get that, that position. He's gonna get a better position, and he's gonna potentially pass my man Takeshi or whatever. But I like how Takumi was essentially playing fake out. It was almost like he was playing basketball in a sense, because we see him doing like crossovers and stuff, like which way am I gonna go? Am I gonna go over here? Am I gonna go over there? And like it's almost like fucking Dragon Ball Z, man, where these characters do after images, because soon as Nakazato looks over to his right thinking that my man Takumi is still trying to pass him on the outside, he's nowhere to be seen because he's on the inside. But not only that, but he's actually using the terrain and the drainage duct, to keep him, steady and secure that spot. And it was interesting. But once Nakazato realized what was going on, he kind of lost control of his car, and that's all due to the ABS system, which it's basically like an automated system at this point. It assists the driver. It isn't anything that's going to be natural to the characters. Compared to my boy Takumi's natural instinct when it comes to these things and his advanced footwork, it pales in comparison, and we saw that. Nothing can beat the human brain, not even AI intelligence. So it was interesting, man. Interesting to say the least, to see this guy lose it. But I like the fact that he was pleased. He actually got what he wanted. He got a chance to see what the hype was all about pertaining to the 8-6. So very good, man. I can't wait to see what's going to happen next. Hopefully Ryosuke gets to step up in this, because he's bared witness to the skills and he sees that the legend is true as well. But anyways, let's go ahead and see what Bunta has to say about the shit that he did to the car, because I am interested in knowing that. I know he mentioned it to his friend, the boss of Takumi, but here we go. Oh. You bought one too? Oh my god. I mean, you ain't gonna be able to do nothing with it though. Let me stop hating. He might put in work. Got the leather seats up on that thing. I got the surround sound built in. My trunk gonna be rattling, boys. Bro, you ain't. You're not him. I'm sorry, Itsuki. Yeah, dude. That's how he got in this situation in the first place. I bet it's gonna be something wrong with this shit. Listen to it purr. Mystical bond between man and machine right there, y'all. Wow. Yeah, I had a nagging suspicion. It's too good to be true. What's going on with it? My man looks so derped out of his mind right now. What? Ah, that's hilarious. Hey, they say yesterday's price isn't today's price. Like, how you gonna get an older car than the car that's already old itself? Bruh. Yeah, you supposed to be the car aficionado, man. This guy's gonna go cry in the car after this. Don't do him like this, bro. Don't ruin this man's moment. Well, you gotta chill, bro. Right, at least you got your own car. I gotta drive my daddy car. Exactly. Hell yeah, man. I hope he actually teaches him the tools of the trade, man, because he can actually be a very good driver if he takes this seriously and stop chasing clout. Fuck the haters, man. Bro, why did you have to ruin the moment? Oh, God. Hey, man. My man, like, he was about to pop it one good time right there. Like, you about to start twerking. Yeah, see, she's still sexy. She might be old, but at least she has the experience. Uh-oh. Look at these ugly motherfifers. Alright, look at, what is this? Weenie Hut Jr.? You snot-nosed twerps doing here. Man, shut up. I'm gonna smoke these fools. You looking at them? Now go ahead and speak up now. Go ahead, Isuki. Let them know who they talking to. What does that mean? I gotta look ugly like you? Look old in the face at 22? It's not an 8'6". Dumbass. This guy. I mean, let this man dream. Y'all gonna grow to respect the 8'5". I swear, we gonna make this a legendary car. Come on, man, Takumi, say something, bro. Challenge these fools. Yeah, don't let those Walmart electric carts try to follow you. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. There, hurry this shit up. Please. I can't wait to see this shit. Yeah, you gotta worry about me crashing out, man. This boy's heart is gonna explode before this race is over with. Is it me or does the texture look a lot better on the vehicle? But anyways, guys, that right there was episode 10, the 5 consecutive hairpins. I like how we have continuations of the races. Like, they start off in the first episode, but we only get like 20% of the race, and then we get the remaining 80% up in the second follow-up episode. It was really cool to see how they were able to, you know, do the race and stuff with having the brothers behind them and actually, you know, trying to pick up all the different details and stuff. But like I say, man, this dude is truly living up to the name of the ghost of Mount Akina, because he disappears when you least expect him to, and he does a little after image technique on the inside when you ain't looking. Meanwhile, my man Itsuki has finally copped him a vehicle, And people is already shitting on him like that, man. Come on. It's like, when are we going to learn that it's not about the age of the model? It's not. Like, come on, man. Let's worry about that when it's time to apply for insurance for our vehicles. We get the make, year, and model of the vehicle and call it a day. But don't be typecasting these cars, because the 86, it's old too. You know, it's not the most up-to-date vehicle, but it's all about what you do with it, and Takumi has proven that again and again. But I get it, Itsuki isn't the best racer in there. We don't even know what he can do in this type of vehicle, so it's going to be interesting seeing how his story develops. You know, I know that he's, for most all intents and purposes, the comedic relief of the show, and he's the sidekick buddy that's a bit clumsy, but I really want to see him become a respectable driver in this show, because it's all about character development at the end of the day. And just seeing everybody piss all over the 8.5 when it's a pretty solid vehicle is a bit disappointing. But I feel like my boy Takumi, once again, he gonna show that he is the motor of this shit. He's the heart and soul of these vehicles, and he can basically use them to be an extension of himself. Those asshats that were just talking shit about them being too young to understand what racing really is, and they can't be the 8.6 driver, it's laughable. But we gonna show them that the legend is true. Man, so good, so good. I gotta give this episode, even though it was just mainly just talking with the race kind of finishing off at the beginning, there's just something about it, man. I like the old school music that they use. You know, I just love Euro beats, and I love the English. Man, you can feel like this right here is what Slam Dunk was to basketball, just like what Hajime no Ippo was to boxing. This is the quintessential racing anime, the one that kickstarted it all, man. Even though there have been other racing animes in the past, like Speed Racing, but this right here is the one. But anyways, this is going to do it for us today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this reaction, because I had a blast reacting to these things with you and for you. But this is your boy RBG, aka the Random Black Gamer. We ain't seen the reactions.